Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I lost 130 pounds naturally, and the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm trying out something different on my channel, but also this topic genuinely struck me and struck my interest. Today I'm going to specifically be talking about Jordyn Woods, and if you guys don't know who Jordyn Woods is, she was a previous best friend of Kylie Jenner. Since she split apart from the Jenner slash Kardashian, she has made a brand for herself, and most notably she has lost a lot of weight, and in my opinion she looks amazing, but people are kind of upset about it. I felt like this topic was perfect for me to talk about because I have transformed my body in a public sense as well, and also as a black woman, as a mixed woman, and I have had claims about surgery myself. A lot of people are claiming that she's had surgery, and she's getting a lot of backlash for basically using her looks to pursue a fitness career. When I've seen these types of inputs about what she's done and what she's really promoting, they have been mostly negative or really one-sided, so I thought I could share my opinion for my own experience going through something similar as she did, and explaining why everything may not be the way that it seems. As I mentioned previously, we all kind of heard about Jordyn Woods from being best friends with Kylie Jenner. She was on Keeping Up with Kardashians. She showed up a couple of times, and even though Jordyn Woods was friends with the Kardashians, she was kind of the odd one out. Of course, she is African American, and on top of that, she is tall, and she just looks different than a lot of other people. She was younger, so I don't want to criticize her as a child, but honestly, in my opinion, she looks similar to me and the way that I did when I was around her age. I think she's only a year older than me. Later on, there was a scandal that basically popped out about her having a situation allegedly with one of Kylie Jenner's sisters. And this situation created a split between them, which is where she basically rose to her own fame, and now she is considered a celebrity influencer. Since she has split from this family, a lot of people have said that she has glowed up. She started to look much more feminine, and of course, most notably, she lost weight. She has really transformed her body, and she decided to pursue her own business ventures, and she decided to put out a fitness app. And this is where the current controversy comes up about the fitness app and her pursuing fitness. She announced this app on her social media platform and basically said, hey guys, you know, I can't believe that I look like this now. I've transformed my body. I put in so much hard work, and I'm using this picture, this before and after, to basically promote my app. And she got a lot of backlash for this. The main backlash that she got was she got a BBL. If you guys don't know what a BBL is, it's a Brazilian butt lift, and it's basically where they take fat from an area and then inject it into your lower thighs or your glute area to make you look more curvy. A lot of people are angry about this, saying that this is false advertising and you're basically fooling people and tricking people. You got surgery and that's why you look like that. Why does the situation matter? Well, I feel like, especially as an African American woman who is my age, I would like to defend her, and especially dealing with the media or criticism or even just people talking about your body and your weight loss is very special to me, and I feel like it could really open up a lot of people's eyes and really realize the kind of psychology behind weight loss. I have my own weight loss products myself, so I went and I lost weight. I lost over 130 pounds, and I decided to do YouTube, and I decided to put out my own fitness products myself, and I got the same scrutiny and backlash that she did. Number one, a lot of people said that my weight loss was fake, especially when I first started talking about it, and especially now. I have many different social media accounts and a pretty decent following on majority of my social media accounts, and I definitely get a lot of the same backlash saying that my weight loss is fake. I didn't lose this amount of weight, it was surgery. I was able to get basically the body that I wanted in a very short amount of time without surgery. I was able to completely transform my body from going heavy to small without cosmetic surgery. I never got any sleeve, I never got any loose skin removed, and I have been able to maintain that weight. So from my personal experience, I know that it is possible to transform your body without any cosmetic surgery. Do I personally think she got any type of BBL or cosmetic surgery to achieve this result? Not necessarily, but I will get into speculations that I have on whether or not she did. I have seen her body progress throughout the years, and her photos looks more so look like Photoshop. And I'm not saying that is right and that could be tricking people, but I don't necessarily think it's a bunch of cosmetic procedures. I think she has actually put in the work to be able to transform herself. Now, another reason I don't think she got any type of weight loss surgery or any type of transformation surgery is because she is technically celebrity status, and she probably already has a lot of money before this app was even put out. And we've seen her face kind of transform. She has a new set of teeth and everything like that. I believe that if she really wanted to transform her body and be snatched and get weight loss surgery, she would have done a lot more than she does. You can see that in a lot of her photos, she's posed a certain way and she's not really open with her body fully. You never really see her in a bikini, and you never really see her like in really minimal clothing. And I think that's because she is genuinely working on herself. I feel like if she had access to top surgeons, to top doctors, to top this and that from just being affiliated with the Kardashians, she would have put in a lot more money into her body. But that's just my personal opinion, and that's why I don't think her results are fake. I think it's more so opposing the outfits that she wears and a Photoshop type of thing. The next point that I want to touch on in regards to talking about her weight loss specifically is put in perspective kind of her feelings and her emotions going through this, and also trying to make a genuine change. I think a lot of her affiliation comes from dealing with the Kardashians, and we all know there's like a stigma against them in regards to beauty standards and social media. And think about having to be friends with one of the most famous families in the world and then split apart from them in a really bad scandal and then having to branch out on your own. I'm pretty sure she feels some type of way about her body. Think about her and the way that she looked previously, being overweight and being around this energy. The next point that I want to touch on in regards to Jordyn Woods' weight loss is that you have the ability to change your body. As I mentioned previously beforehand, I was able to actually round out my body in a short period of time, and it is because I am young. I'm not saying that definitely she hasn't had anything done, but I have attempted the same type of thing where just in a couple of years, I was able to look completely different. We don't know the entire story. She may be eating very little. She may be exercising twice, 3 times a day. She has access to most things that people don't have. Probably has a chef. She probably has personal trainers and all of this stuff. So I don't think we should be quick to assume that someone cannot change their body in a short amount of time. But you have to do really extreme things to do that. But most celebrities do that anyway. So it's not taboo for someone to change their appearance without surgery. So now I want to specifically react to a video that was released about her, and it's titled Jordyn Woods Lies About BBL, and it's from Queen Chama. Now I just want to say I've never watched any of these girls' videos. I don't know who this is. I don't have anything against her. I'm specifically just going to respond to the commentary that was made in the video because I believe a lot of people probably agree with her, but I really think that we should look at this in a different perspective and not just so one-sided as she's lying.
So many people were dragging Jordyn, saying, please don't lie to us about the work that you got done. Just simply let us know the surgeon that did it and proceed. And if not, then don't say anything at all. I feel like a lot of celebrities are on a high horse of living such a perfectly cast lifestyle. And when I say perfectly cast, I mean that's what it looks like. Obviously, these people go through real life problems that they choose to keep away from the internet. But people really observe and emulate what these influencers do. So for Jordyn, you can't perpetuate an obvious lie and expect a positive response. And it's not necessarily impossible that she naturally went from her size before to her size now, but I think it's also fair that if you are directly tied to a family that is solely known for altering their bodies to surgery, people are not going to be far off in assuming that you had the same access and that you made the same choice.
This is exactly the point that I touched on previously in the video, where I said that, well, she was friends with the most famous family, one of the most famous families in the world right now, and she does have access to care and probably procedures that we don't have access to. However, in my personal opinion, I think that if she would have gotten work done, she would have done a lot more. I don't think she would have just injected a little bit of fat into her lower half. I think she would have done a lot more. She could have completely transformed her body, completely got fat out of her arms, out of her face quickly. And I think she genuinely worked for her results. You have to consider that too. Like allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly, a lot of the people in that family, you know, they have babies and then 2 months later they look perfect. And I don't see a fast transformation happen with her.
When you do research on surgically enhanced bodies, there are telltale signs that occur in many surgically enhanced people that show a BBL has been done. I always look at the hips, which are also called the laterals, as dead giveaways because usually the laterals are very disproportionate to the waist. You can look at one's belly button being overstretched or one's waist not having much fat, even though all of their booty juice meat is in the butt and not the legs. Like, there are telltale signs that showcase this level of exaggeration. Furthermore, many celebrities have the financial upper hand to go to the best doctors, the best surgeons, and the best treatment centers so that they get the best results, as well as can camouflage the fact that they've gotten work done by insinuating that fitness in the gym is what did it for them. And I think it's irresponsible because yes, the gym and fitness and diet with exercise can produce the results of a BBL in a way. I truly don't think anyone cares whether or not Jordan got a BBL or not, but I do think people just want transparency and truth.
So in the photos that you just saw in the video, that looks like Photoshop to me. That doesn't look like a surgery procedure. I'm gonna show you guys of some people who allegedly have a BBL. I don't think she looks like this. There are ways to keep your stomach flat and to grow your butt. You can eat high protein and no carbs and your stomach will be flat and you can gain muscle that way.
Tell the truth, because now you're going to have thousands of young women who trust in your influence and want to follow your method because they have insecurities and they will do whatever to be just like you. And is that all the way Jordan's fault? No, but at the same time, she's promoting a brand and a business that focuses on her body, so she does have the responsibility to be truthful to her consumers.
So I just want to touch on what she said right there because I can relate to that. You know, technically I would be considered a weight loss or fitness influencer, and I agree you should have some type of responsibility, especially if you have a large following, to be truthful and honest. However, I also believe in privacy, especially if you have a following, because a lot of people will scrutinize what you're doing. As I mentioned, going back to the money situation, she has access to trainers and dietitian and nutritionists that we don't, and what she is personally doing to get her body may not be what she is promoting in this app. What she is promoting in the app may actually be healthy, and yes, technically it's wrong to promote something that you didn't necessarily do, but we don't know whether or not this app is going to genuinely help people. If she's working with people who are professional and it's actually good advice, then I don't think we should take it as a big of a problem. I feel like we're all making a lot of assumptions without knowing too much details.
Now, point number 3 is why lie? Now, only Jordan knows the truth. Only she knows what she has done to herself, but I myself am not buying that this is solely fitness and working out. It's not like going from her before to her after is unreasonable or undoable through fitness, but being who she is, who she's hung around, and how drastic of a transformation it is in such a short period of time, I just don't believe that she's telling the truth. On top of that, I kind of believe that if she was telling the truth, no one would be super defensive about people speaking against what she says. So her boyfriend, Karl Anthony Towns, who is a professional basketball player in the NBA, he plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves, and I do love them together. They're really not problematic at all, and he always seems to have her best interest at heart. So in this situation, he directly came to her defense.
So I want to touch on this again because I recently just dealt with a situation like this as an influencer, as a figure. I had not just one person, but multiple people calling me out, saying I have surgery, saying what I'm doing is dangerous, saying that I'm misleading people, that I'm lying, and etc. And like I said, you don't know if she's lying or not. And also, the quote, being who she is and doing this in a short amount of time, like I said, you don't know exactly what she's doing to get the results that she's doing. Because when you are young, it is very easy to manipulate your body to be able to transform it in a short amount of time if you do something that is very restrictive and very intense, as I know because I have done it myself. I mean, I understand what she's saying, but at the same time, you know, like, You don't know.
Lying to thousands of people about how you acquired your ideal body after being insecure and belittled your entire life is not spreading love, nor is it spreading positivity. And I'm sure that anyone who works with celebrity people, they sign NDAs as well as have HIPAA laws that are going to instill the privacy of all medical patients. So it's not like anyone's going to out Jordan for her surgeries that she's gotten done. But if she or any one of her friends or someone that just knows her decides to one day let us know that she got her body done, then his entire rant is null and void. I just don't understand why these people lie. Like, no one's going to be mad at you for making decisions that make you happy, but there's no need to lie about it.
And that's kind of like the misconception with media, is that a lot of people or a lot of outlets will push a narrative or a story before actually understanding the person. She makes YouTube videos and things like that, but I don't really think she shares her life for us to actually give an opinion on whether or not she did something. And in regards to her boyfriend and her mom defending her, I feel like that is actually good moral support. And on top of that, the same thing has happened to me, where people have come after me and said that I was lying, and my mom went and said that this isn't true, and my friends went and said that this isn't true. So just because someone is having a supportive system and saying that this is not true, and saying that, she worked hard for what she did, which I believe that she did, does not mean that she's trying to hide something. I feel like if you're trying to hide something, you won't respond to whatever is going on. You will just ignore it or make up some excuse. You won't say, this was actually hard work and dedication.
So all in all, I do believe that Jordan Woods is a great ambassador for fitness because of what she chooses to do post-operation. But I feel like if she just would have been transparent enough to admit to her surgeries, she would get a lot more respect. But on the other hand, none of these celebrities admit to it, so I didn't expect her to whatsoever. All of the Kardashians have work done that they've never admitted to, and even entertainers like Saweetie has gotten work done that she never admits to, and so many others. This isn't anything new, but when you're going to focus your brand on fitness and body image, you can't be surprised when people call you out for something that's very obvious.
I just want to add to this last part that, number one, she isn't a Kardashian, nor is she a Jenner. So I think it's wrong to compare what they have done to what she has done, because they are different people and they look different. And she's actually a Black woman who, even though she was bigger, she is 5'9" and she was curvier. So I think it's possible to get this body with hard work, diet, and exercise, especially if you're tall. I'm 5'8", she's 5'9", so I understand. And especially if you're just naturally curvy. On top of that, I want to touch on the Saweetie comment that she made. If you guys don't know who Saweetie is, she's an artist, a rapper, and she's more so like a brand ambassador for a lot of things. She just had the McDonald's meals and etc. I feel like her surgery is obvious, because you can tell that she's small, she's very skinny, but she's thick in the right places, if you know what I'm saying. Jordan Woods came from a heavier frame and lost weight. Just because when you lose weight, you look better, you look physically fit, that doesn't mean that your results are fake. Just because you lose weight, that doesn't mean you're automatically going to be skinny. Some people can't just lose weight and become really thin, especially if they start out curvier. And that's really all I wanted to touch on about this subject and my opinion. Like I said, I don't know if she comes out, or if something comes out and says that she had work done, I will stand corrected. But in my personal opinion, a lot of people are thinking it is impossible to change your body in a short amount of time. I don't think she changed her body in less than a year. And especially her results, if she gets some type of plastic surgery, it's not going to be the same as quote unquote Saweetie. And I say allegedly to all of these videos, by the way. Thank you guys for listening to my opinion. That's really it. That's all I have to say. This is a new type of series, a new type of video, type of content that I'm trying to put out. So if you guys like this, and if you guys like this type of commentary, please let me know, because I plan on doing more of this. I think a lot of people get scrutinized for the way that they look, especially women, especially African American women. We have Jordan Woods, we have Lizzo. I kind of want to give my opinion dealing with being a fitness influencer, going from plus size and becoming thinner, and dealing with scrutiny that I have experienced in the media as well, and trying to give you guys a different perspective. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.